Welcome to exercise 2 of Revit. So if you first of all go to Mole, you will see in the Revit folder this brief, PowerPoint brief. So if you open up that link, you'll be able to see the brief is this time a base plate and a column with 2 beams coming off it. So once you've read the brief, if you go into Revit, we're going to look this time at producing not only a model but also understanding the difference between families and projects, and then creating a drawing output from your model. So you can see here I've got some base plates and some columns here that I've drawn, and I've given you a couple of families that you can start with within the Google folder. So let's start by doing that. So families open. So you're opening a family which I've created for you in a shared folder. So if you go into Google Drive, you'll end up with a shared folder. There's also a link within the brief. So I'll go through it on my system. Yours won't look quite like this, but within modules and 1900, you'll end up with a shared folder for all students. And there's a folder in there called Paul Hulbert. What I'd like you to do is to create your own folder in here with your own information in, so that I can see how you're progressing, and then you can keep your documents in a particular place. So if I go into here, there's a few families I've created. So look at this one here. This is the base plate. So I'm going to do that and open that. So this is now opening a base plate in Revit. So if I just do that, this is a base plate with 4 holes. So if you look at the brief, you'll see that this base plate should have particular dimensions, and you can check I've drawn this correctly. So go to floor plan, reference plan, and then ZE if you want to zoom in on here to see what dimensions. So you can check these dimensions here by saying from here to here 200, okay? So it's a 200 square, and then you can check the diameters and so on of this and make sure these centers are correct. So if I go into 3D space, you could create this yourself if you don't want to use this one. You can see this is just an extrusion, and the yellow bits are the void formers, which are bigger than required, so they could be reduced down for a bit of tidying up, but they create the holes in the plate. So you've now got this family, and you could save this as something else. So you could do File, Save As, Family, and then you could give it your own name and put it in your own folder, and then you've got the base plate. So if I just press cancel on that, and instead I'm going to open the other family. So open the other family, which is a column. So if I go back to the same place as I went before, and then there's a column, and this time the column I haven't put any holes in, so I've left you some work to do. So if you open this one, this is then a column. So I'm looking down on the base, I'm looking down from above, so this is a plan because I'm on reference level. So this is a column here. Now again, you could be able to make this the same way as you did the house. This is an extrusion and then extrude up. So these dimensions, again you could check these, but these dimensions here are different now. 76.2, you'll see at the back of the brief, you've got to convert inches into millimeters. If you use 25.4 millimeters to the inch, you can get these dimensions. So if I just checked this flange thickness, this bit here is called the flange, that's 7.9, and 7.9 will be a particular fraction of an inch. And the web, which is this bit here, if I measured that, that's 6.4, which again is the fraction of the inch as described. If you go into 3D view, you can see I've got this column here. So this column can potentially be placed on top of a base plate, and the base plate could go at the bottom. So you've got two families. So first of all, the idea is to get used to having more than one families. So if I window tiles now, I've got a base plate in this one, say, and I've got a column in this one. So it's no longer a view of the same family. We're looking at different families in different views. And what we're going to do now is learn how to put these into a project.